Hello and welcome to our 30-day liver detox class. Okay. You are watching this on recording. Super excited that you're here. And we are going to take a minute to appreciate the incredible work that your liver does. You may or may not know that the liver is actually responsible for over 500 bodily functions, everything from filtering toxins, balancing hormones, processing nutrients. Think of it as your body's air filter and furnace, right? It's working nonstop to keep you running your best. But what happens when it's overworked? That's what we are going to cover today. So, this class should be about 40 minutes. To make the most of it, if you are watching from your phone, go ahead and turn your phone sideways. You'll be able to see it bigger. And feel free to screenshot any of the slides that you think you might want to refer back to. After you watch this class, this piece is going to be super important so that your advocate knows how to help you. Your advocate should be sending you a short survey to fill out so that you can get what you need to get going on this detox. Okay. So you will notice throughout this presentation that my friend Jess is also going to be presenting. She's another advocate on my doTERRA team, and we partner hand in hand literally every day to work our businesses. And this is how we support others that come into our doTERRA community. It is such a joy to collaborate, and I'm excited for you to hear from both of us. And for those of you that might be curious about what it's like to work a business with us with doTERRA, we're going to have a 15-minute special segment at the very end to share what partnering with this amazing team looks like. And I promise it's worth sticking around and listening to that piece. Okay, so by the end of this class, you'll not only have a deeper understanding of how to support your liver, but also a clear plan for how this detox can help you to feel your best. So let's dive in. Okay. So now that we've set the stage, let's take a quick look at what we're going to be covering today. We're going to start with some testimonials to give you a glimpse into the real life results that people are seeing. Then we're going to dive into the liver's role in your overall health and the signs that your body may be telling you it needs a detox. From there, we'll explore what actually happens inside your body during a detox. And Jess is going to share a real story about how she knew herself that she needed this detox. You're going to learn about the simple detox protocol, simple lifestyle changes, because with anything, we do need to make some lifestyle changes as well if we really want to maximize the benefits, right? There is no magic cure for anything. But so we're going to talk about some lifestyle changes that you can make and the tools that we will have available to you for the detox support to make this process as effective as possible. By the end, you're going to have a clear understanding of how the detox works and exactly why this might be what you need. So let's get started. Okay. So testimonials to set the stage for what's possible. I'm excited to share some real testimonials, transformations from our liver detox community to kick off our class. Let's start with mine. Okay. When I was doing the liver detox myself, here are some amazing changes that I noticed. Sugar cravings. Okay. We all have them. My sugar cravings literally disappeared when I was doing this liver detox. Okay. Um, I will tell you, I had this bag of chocolate chips that I would keep in my cabinet. And every time I would walk by the cabinet, I'm taking a handful of chocolate chips, popping them in my mouth, handful of chocolate chips, popping them in my mouth. And what that did was it increased my blood sugar. And then when I would go to the pantry, I would be grabbing cookies. It was all the time. Okay. This is how I lived my life. Um, and so when I was doing the detox, I found that my cravings disappeared. I was actually craving water, which was unheard of for me, something that I thought would never happen. I went from drinking almost no water to hitting my daily goal consistently. I also had steady energy, better digestion, and less bloating throughout the day. It made such a difference for me. Some other transformations from other people. One woman, as you can see on the screen here, didn't realize how puffy and red her face had been until she looked back at the photos from months prior. By detoxing, drinking more water, and making simple tweaks to her diet, her face transformed in ways she never expected. Another mom shared how her dark eye circles started to clear up. Her bloating subsided, and she had steady energy throughout the day for the first time in years. Small changes paired with the detox were all it took to get herself feeling like herself again. One of the most striking stories within just 7 days of starting the detox, someone saw their belly shrink, their skin redness improve, and their energy soar. Even their friends noticed how great their skin looked, and they had lost over 10 pounds and began sleeping better than they had in years. Imagine that, right? Being able to get that restful night's sleep that you need. These testimonials show us the power of small, consistent changes and the impact of our liver detox protocol. So it's not just about physical changes, it's about feeling empowered and becoming the best versions of ourselves. All right. So let's talk about the liver's role. Why is our liver so important to our overall health and bodily wellness? Um, the liver is a vital organ responsible for filtering toxins, metabolizing nutrients, and supporting nearly every system in our body. So, as I go through these, I want you to think in your mind, that's me. That's me. If anything that I'm saying sounds like something that you're dealing with, okay? So, first up, detoxification. The liver filters out harmful substances from our food, our environment. So, even walking into the air, right? We are breathing toxins in and medications. Without this process, we might struggle with things like bloating, low energy, skin problems, all from toxins accumulating in our bodies. Are you thinking that's me with any of those yet? How about fat processing? The liver's job is to turn fats into energy and make bile to help with digestion. But when it's overloaded, it can't keep up, which means it's going to struggle to break down fats and process nutrients like it should. This can leave you feeling drained, stuck with stubborn weight, especially around your belly, and just overall sluggish. So, when your liver's not running smoothly, your metabolism is going to slow down, and you might notice that it's harder to lose weight or keep your energy up. Another piece where the liver has a huge role is in hormone regulation. The liver processes hormones like estrogen and cortisol, which affect mood, stress, and reproductive health. So, when the liver is sluggish, it can lead to things like mood swings, anxiety, and even irregular menstrual cycles. Since this is most relevant in everyone's lives, we'll dive deeper into this on another slide. Did you know that your liver is actually responsible for storing essential nutrients like vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, B12, iron, and copper? So, if your liver isn't functioning optimally, it may struggle to properly store and release these nutrients. This could explain why, even when you're eating well, making healthy choices, or even taking quality supplements, you're not seeing the results you would expect. Whether that's better energy, stronger immunity, improved bone health, more balanced hormones, clearer skin, better digestion, sharper mental clarity, or even an easier time managing your weight, working with a clean liver is key. Um, Another piece, blood sugar regulation. The liver also manages glucose levels and prevents spikes and crashes throughout the day. An overwhelmed liver may lead to fatigue, sugar cravings, and even insulin resistance. All right. And the last piece on here, protein synthesis. The liver produces many important proteins, including those that help your blood clot, support your immune system, maintain fluid balance, and transport nutrients. If your liver is overloaded, it may not make enough of these proteins, which can affect your healing, your immune response, and overall health. So, a liver detox could help restore balance and support these vital roles, allowing your body to function at its best. Okay, so how can you tell that you actually might need a liver detox? As I go through this slide, I want you to also think about how many of the things that you see on the screen here do you deal with on a regular basis? Okay. Maybe put up a finger, count them. All right. Imagine your liver as a hardworking filter. It's constantly working to manage a steady stream of waste. But in today's world, all these toxins that we're exposed to, the processed foods, the environmental pollutants, the stress, it's like asking your liver to work without a break. Later on in the presentation, we're going to relate it to like an overstimulated mom, right? Um, so over time, just like a furnace that struggles to heat your home when the air filter is clogged, your liver also can't keep up with all that waste. It just keeps building up inside of you. So toxins start to build up and it's going to cause symptoms because those toxins are not releasing. It causes symptoms like bloating, low energy, skin issues, brain fog, mood swings, a weakened immune system. So signs that you might need a detox if you're struggling to lose or maintain weight, especially around the midsection, that can be a key indicator. This happens because toxins disrupt the hormone balance such as insulin and cortisol, which regulates fat storage and metabolism. So when the liver is overwhelmed, it struggles to break down that fat and remove it efficiently. which leads to stubborn weight gain and difficulty losing those extra pounds. And I know that that is something that a lot of us struggle with and a lot of my customers come to me with, right? Like I have excess body fat. I'm bloated in my midsection, right? So bloating and digestive issues are another sign as toxins interfere with our gut health and our nutrient absorption, our body's ability to hold those nutrients. It's going to cause discomfort and it's going to slow down our digestive process. So hopefully you're creating a picture in your mind right now of all of the burden, right? That's just growing and growing and growing and not releasing. Those toxins aren't getting out. Okay. Low energy and brain fog can also result from the liver's inability to clear metabolic waste. It can lead to feelings of constant fatigue and mental haze. Even skin issues like breakouts and irritations can also arise from a toxic liver. And as it struggles to detoxify, it's going to lead to accumulation of the toxins in the skin. So the skin is one of the ways that our body eliminates. And when it can't, when it's blocked, it's going to build up in the skin. It's not going to be able, those detox pathways are not open for it to be able to get out. Okay. You're going to actually hear from Jess later on in this presentation, and she's going to talk about some significant changes that she noticed in her skin in just a few days of doing this liver detox. Okay. So it's like releasing the toxins back into your body instead of clearing a pathway to let them out. Okay. We don't want more. We already are exposed to enough toxins. We don't want it building up more. We want to open up the pathways to get them out. And that's what this detox is going to do. Um, so a liver detox is like replacing the air filter in your furnace. It's going to clear out the buildup. It's going to support your natural detox process, and it's going to help it function more efficiently, just like a fresh filter boosts your furnace performance, right? So supporting your liver restores balance and helps your body feel its best. All right, metabolic impact. So, metabolism and belly fat. It is something that 93% of Americans struggle with. Did you know that? Cardiometabolic health, 93% of Americans are not in optimal cardiometabolic health. So, let's paint the picture. Imagine this: you're trying to be good, you skip the dessert, you swap your morning bagel for a smoothie, and you even drag yourself to the gym a few times a week. Yet, every time you pull on your jeans, that stubborn belly fat feels like it's going nowhere. Or maybe it's the cravings. No matter how hard you try to stick to your goals, the pull towards sugar and processed snacks feels impossible to resist. I was there. I can vouch for it and I can vouch for the change. All right. It was unbelievable to me because I have always lived a life of processed foods and sweets. I just have. I have not taken care of my body. I have not been healthy. So when I did the detox and that changed, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't even want the chocolate chips. I'm not going to the pantry for cookies anymore. Like it was very strange to me, but true, right? Um so if any of that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And it's one of the biggest reasons that people come to us. They're frustrated with their metabolism and how it seems to be holding them back. So let's take a deeper look at what is actually going on. Your metabolism is more than calories in, calories out. It's the engine of your body, and it doesn't just burn calories, it powers everything: your energy, your appetite, and even how your body stores fat. So when it's working smoothly, you're going to feel energized, you're going to feel light, you're going to feel in control of your appetite, balanced in your weight. But when your metabolism slows down, things start to feel off. Weight clings to your midsection like glue. You feel like you're tired all the time, even when you've gotten enough sleep. It's like those nights where you get 8 hours of sleep and you're like, why am I still tired? Um, your appetite seems out of control, either ravenous for sugar and carbs, or maybe it's non existent. That's also a problem. You don't want an appetite where you're not wanting to eat. That is also not good. Okay. Um, so I'm sure you can relate to some of that. So the liver is your metabolic powerhouse. It's the behind the scenes organ that keeps your metabolism on track. Think of it like your body's filter and fuel processor. Um, when it comes to burning fat, the liver converts stored fat into energy. It regulates your blood sugar. It keeps your sugar levels steady so that you don't ride the blood sugar roller coaster that triggers the cravings. It controls your hunger hormones. It balances leptin, which is your I'm full signal, and ghrelin, which is your I'm hungry signal. Okay, so it helps to balance those. When the liver is overloaded, whether from sugar, processed foods, toxins, or stress, it can't keep up. And you're going to notice the things like the belly fat that won't budge, the unrelenting sugar cravings, the low energy, the motivation. But the good news is this isn't just how your body is now. By supporting your liver and addressing its role in your metabolism, you can break the cycle of cravings, the stubborn belly fat, and the exhaustion. So imagine feeling lighter, more energized, and finally seeing the results of your efforts. Um, so if any of that resonates with you, then this could be for you. All right. Hormonal impact, something many of us deal with, right? Hormones, we all have them, and unfortunately, they can get the best of us at times. So I want you to think right now, how many of the things that are on the screen here do you deal with? Is it one of them? Is it two? Is it all four? So let's set the scene here. You wake up exhausted, even though you slept all night. Midday rolls around, and you are desperate for caffeine just to keep going. By evening, you're snappy with the kids, craving sugar, and completely drained. But when you finally get to bed, your brain won't turn off. Sound familiar? That is your hormones at work. Our hormones are like tiny messengers that affect everything: our energy, our mood, our sleep, our metabolism, and even fertility. When they're balanced, we feel like we're ourselves. We're steady, we're energized, we're clear headed. But when they're out of whack, it feels overwhelming. One hormone in particular, which I'm sure you've heard of, that tends to throw everything off is cortisol. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone, and it's produced by your adrenal glands and kicks into gear when you're stressed. Whether it's from sitting in traffic, juggling a million tasks, or dealing with family chaos, in small doses, cortisol is helpful. It is necessary, right? It gives you energy, it helps you stay alert, it manages short term stress. But the problem is, most of us are stressed all the time, which means your body is constantly pumping out cortisol like a fire alarm that never shuts off. So when cortisol stays elevated, it can cause some major issues, things like energy and mood. So if you ever feel like you're running on empty and you can't seem to relax, that's cortisol keeping your body in overdrive. Weight gain, high cortisol tells your body to hold on to fat. It goes into that survival mode, like, I don't know when I'm going to eat again. Um, so it controls that as well. Sleep issues. Cortisol messes with your melatonin. So instead of falling asleep, your mind is racing and keeping you up at night. So here's where your liver comes in. Again, the liver is our body's filter. You've heard me say it a million times already, right? It breaks down and clears out excess hormones. So all of this, right? All the toxins, all the things that need to get out, including cortisol. But when the liver is overloaded, whether from toxins, poor diet, or daily life, and it struggles to keep up, that means the cortisol is going to stick around and it's going to create that ripple effect that affects your other hormones. Um, for example, high cortisol levels can actually throw off the balance of reproductive hormones. Estrogen can spike, causing PMS mood swings and even fertility issues in women. For men, it can actually lower testosterone and affect energy, muscle tone, and fertility. So, chronic stress can stop ovulation in women and reduce sperm production in men. High cortisol makes it harder for the body to prioritize reproduction. So, I know I had heard that before. I didn't really know the reasoning why, but a life of high stress does affect your ability sometimes to get pregnant, to reproduce, right? So hormones, but they're not just about fertility. They touch every part of your daily life. If you're feeling drained, irritable, or just off, your cortisol levels may be out of balance. And when your liver isn't working at its best, it can't help to clear out that extra cortisol that's driving a lot of these issues. So again, the good news is you can take the steps to support your liver and get your hormones back on track. That's the beautiful thing about the liver, is that we can support it. We can do what we need to help it, okay? Um so we've said this before, even in our wellness workshops, when you give your body what it needs, you're going to start to feel more balanced and calm, and you're going to feel like yourself again.
So by now you're probably thinking, okay, I get that it's important, but what's actually happening in my body during this detox? So the goal of a liver detox is to help remove those buildup toxins, giving your liver a much needed reset and supporting your overall health. Here's how that process works in the body. Step one, you're going to break down those toxins. So the liver identifies the toxins, breaks them into smaller, more manageable pieces, and then these toxins, they come from the environment, they come from food you eat, or even natural metabolic processes that happen within the body. This process creates free radicals, so antioxidants are crucial to protect the cells. Step two is prepping toxins for removal. The liver converts the broken down toxins into water soluble forms, making it easier for your body to actually flush them out. Step three is flushing toxins out. So, toxins exit your body through natural pathways like urine, sweat, bowel movements, and mucus. It's basically the final step in clearing the waste from your system. What to expect during the detox? It is normal to notice some temporary changes as your body actually works to clear out those toxins. Here's what might happen, but just know that if you experience any of these, it is a good sign that your body is actually doing what it needs to do. So you might have frequent urination as your kidneys help flush out toxins. Your digestive shifts, like bloating, maybe looser stools, maybe more frequent bowel movements. Increased mucus production, like runny nose, mild congestion, as your body clears through the respiratory pathways. You might have fatigue, low energy for the first couple days as your body adjusts, mild headaches or skin changes like breakouts, as those toxins are processed and eliminated through the skin. So they're all signs that the detox is actually working. And, in case I now have you thinking, I can't do this detox, I cannot be running to the bathroom every second during my workday. Rest assured, this is a gentle detox. There's no need to worry about like sudden explosive bathroom visits. You can still work and go about your day to day activities as normal. The changes are just simply signs that your body is effectively detoxing, but they will not leave you having to suddenly stop what you're doing to run for a bathroom visit. So, how did I know that it was actually time for a detox for me? Well, for starters, I'm about to turn 40. I realize, I've never given my liver the attention that it truly deserves. I have definitely put it through the ringer over the years, not gonna lie. I went straight from navigating postpartum after my twins and then being thrown headfirst into perimenopause, also while trying to manage my Hashimoto's, which, if you don't know, it's a thyroid targeting, autoimmune condition. And as I learned more about the liver, it became really clear just how crucial it is for balancing hormones. Quick tip: if you deal with thyroid issues like I do, the liver's actually responsible for converting 60% of the thyroid hormone. So it is definitely a good option for you too. I knew if I wanted to drastically improve my health and hit the goals that I have set for myself for 2025, I need my liver actually working for me and not against me. And some of the things that I was experiencing prior to starting this was I felt like I was dragging through the day after finally starting to get 8 hours of sleep. I have psoriasis on my scalp and it started flaring up along with I was getting random eczema spots again. If I had a glass of wine, it left me feeling like I had about four. I started having constipation issues. I felt moodier and dysregulated, which is not ideal if you're a mom of three toddlers. I was having night sweats again, which I know are all tied to hormones. And then I was having increased brain fog and that mom brain. So before I started, I definitely made sure to take full body measurements. I took note of my weight. I even took before photos because a lot of the times, we don't really notice those changes that are happening when we're just looking at ourselves in the mirror. Then I took my first dose of everything the night of the 19th, and I already noticed benefits. Like my night sweats are completely gone. The psoriasis on my scalp is not only not bothering me, but it's starting to subside as well as those random eczema patches. Um, I got 6 hours of sleep the other night and I woke up and I actually felt rested, which was not something I felt in a really long time. And I felt like, I only needed a cup of coffee, which I probably didn't really need it, but I'm not going through multiple cups of coffee. I feel more mentally clear. I'm actually no longer dealing with constipation at this point. And I was just really shocked to see how quickly I started noticing a difference from this. Now, here's a few more testimonials from others who have been actually doing the detox protocol and gotten completely through it. So, for one woman, the detox helped her to break through a weight loss plateau. After struggling to see progress, she actually began noticing changes right away. Her clothes fit better, her belly felt less bloated, and the scale finally moved. She was down 10.7 pounds. She found herself actually having to buy more underwear because hers became too loose. Another shared how the detox was the missing piece to his journey because he started with the MetaPower to lose 13 pounds, but when he added in the liver detox, he actually dropped an additional 7 pounds without intense workouts or drastic dieting. And even those who weren't perfect with their meals saw results. So one person admitted that they hadn't been 100% consistent with eating clean, but they stuck with a detox, drank plenty of water, and they made sure to stay active. And then they were thrilled to see the progress on the scale and they actually felt proud of what they accomplished. So let's dive into the details about how you're going to start seeing some of these amazing results. In the next few slides, we'll go over the incredible products that you're going to use that will help you to reboot your system. First, let's talk about the powerful detoxing essential oils that will be in the mix. We have cilantro, celery seed, and metapower essential oils that are a powerhouse packed trio of benefits for this cleansing process. Cilantro and celery seed are both fantastic for cleansing and detoxing the organs because they support liver and kidneys in removing toxins from the body, as well as helping to reduce oxidative stress. And they act as a diuretic to promote the elimination of waste through peeing. We think of cilantro oil as a powerful antioxidant and cleaning agent for your body because it binds to heavy metals and harmful substances like a magnet. So it grabs onto them and escorts them safely out of your system. Without the crucial step, those toxins could get reabsorbed and cause more issues. So by using that cilantro oil, you're helping to your liver to effectively clear out that buildup, supporting your detox and ensuring that your body stays on track for better health. The celery seed oil helps promote healthy digestion. It supports both overall health and the body's natural filtration systems. This reduces bloating, it supports the kidneys, helping them filter waste more effectively. It has anti-inflammatory properties, which can ease the burden on the livers, the kidneys, and those other detox organs, allowing them to function optimally. Then we have dōTERRA's Metapower Oil Blend, which supports cleansing and detoxing by helping to regulate the metabolism. It reduces cravings. It promotes healthy digestion. It aids in balancing blood sugar levels and enhancing energy levels, which support the body's natural detox processes. This makes it particularly useful for maintaining the liver function. So you can clearly see why these three are a valuable addition to this process. Now imagine your body is a house that's been lived in for years. Clutter accumulates, dust settles, the air starts to feel heavy. And, the liver detox is like that deep spring cleaning. And the Zenderkin complex is like the ultimate cleaning crew. It doesn't just sweep the surface, it gets into every corner, all the nooks and crannies. It helps your body to let go of the toxins and to reset for optimal health. So here's why Zenderkin Complex is a must during the liver detox. One, it's packed with time-tested herbs like milk thistle, burdock root, and dandelion root, and more. And Zenderkin really supports your liver, your kidneys, your colon, the skin, and the lungs. It's, the body's natural detox organs. The ingredients, they work together to gently flush out the toxins, keeping your internal systems running smoothly. Even better, it boosts the liver's performance. And we learned that, the liver is the body's detox headquarters. So Zenderkin complex helps to kind of lighten that liver's load so that it can actually focus on breaking down the toxins efficiently and keeping your body clean. Zenderkin also balances and protects. So unlike harsh cleanses that some people do that will leave you feeling really drained, the Zenderkin takes a balanced approach. The herbs in this blend not only cleanse, but they also provide antioxidant protection, shielding your cells from the damage that toxins can cause. You just take 2 capsules a day, one in the morning, one at night, are all it takes to support your body's actual natural cleansing power. It's easy, it's effective, and it's gentle for daily use during the detox. So by including Zenderkin complex in your liver detox, you're not just cleaning house, you're actually setting that foundation for better energy, clearer skin, and a stronger immune system. So we kind of think of it like hitting the reset button on your health. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to feel that difference. Now, if you've been with us for a while, chances are you're probably already on PB Restore and loving the benefits like the better digestion, the reduced bloating, improved regularity, even enhanced mood and mental clarity. It's so effective for gut health, and that, it's a must have in your routine, but especially during the detox. But here's why. So, your gut plays a critical role in detoxing. It breaks down and eliminates the toxins, it absorbs nutrients, and it supports the liver. So without a healthy gut, your detox efforts might fall a little bit short. And that's where the PB Restore becomes that your gut's ultimate ally. It helps your body to flush out the toxins efficiently by keeping waste moving and smoothly preventing buildup. So proper digestion ensures that you absorb every nutrient from the detox foods and the supplements. By managing the toxins in the digestive tract, PB Restore lightens the load on your liver, allowing it to actually focus on that deeper detoxification. So, what makes PB Restore, a detox must have? Well, first, it has a time release delivery. ensuring that the probiotics reach the stomach and intestines for targeted support, unlike other probiotics that burn up just in that stomach acid. It has bacterial phages that work to combat harmful bacteria while strengthening healthy gut flora. The combination of that pre, pro, and postbiotics, they create a thriving, balanced microbiome that reduces inflammation and improves digestion. The PB Restore, it doesn't just support your gut, but it transforms your entire detox system, helping you to cleanse more effectively and then feel your best from the inside out. So, how to use PB Restore during the detox? You'll take a morning dose. You take it first thing on an empty stomach to activate that pre, pro, and postbiotics for all day gut support. You do have the option to add another bottle. So you can do a night dose since your liver does work its hardest between 1 and 3 a.m. Taking that extra dose before bed supports, overnight gut repair and complements that liver's detox efforts. PB Restore is, the powerhouse probiotic that your detox depends on, helping your liver to work smarter, not harder. So as you go through this slide, you will see a video of the Terrazyme in action so you can see how it easily helps to break down food, basically turning that pudding into milk. Now imagine that your body is like a hardworking factory. It's processing foods, it's extracting nutrients and eliminating waste around the clock. But during that detox, the factory is really under extra pressure. So, here enters Terrazyme, which is your digestive ally, by stepping in to make sure that everything runs smoothly and efficiently, putting less strain on the vital organs like the liver. When you eat, Terrazyme actually works behind the scenes to break down proteins, fats, and carbs, ensuring that you actually absorb every ounce of nutrition from your meals. Without it, that undigested food can ferment in the gut, leading to bloating, discomfort, and that heavier workload for your liver. But with Terrazyme in your corner, you're giving your body the tools that it needs to keep digestion flowing easily and effortlessly. By lightening the load on your liver, Terrazyme actually allows the key detox organs to focus on its primary job, which is cleansing the body of toxins. It's like clearing out the clutter so that the real work can get done. You will take Terrazyme with every meal. It maximizes nutrient absorption so that your detox foods and supplements work harder for you, reducing digestive stress, keeping bloating and discomfort at bay. It frees up your liver to focus on that deep, effective detoxing. You will take one capsule with every meal. It's a broad spectrum formula. It's gentle, but it's really powerful. And again, it targets those protein, fats, and carbs while being easy on the stomach. So, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Terrazyme really ensures that you're fueling your body and not overloading it. So, incorporating Terrazyme into your detox is not just a small step, but it's a really smart one. You'll notice the difference in your energy, your comfort, and just your overall results, all while supporting your body in the most natural, effective way possible.
Okay, so now that Jess went through the individual products and their benefit and their role in this liver detox, here is the full list of products that you will need for this detox. It's a great slide to screenshot so that you have it handy. We will be providing you with the actual protocol, so don't worry too much about that piece yet. Right now, you just need to know this is what you're going to need for this detox, okay? You're going to be working with your advocate to be able to get these products at 25% off wholesale pricing, right? And you'll be able to take advantage of some amazing freebies, including a free bottle of frankincense. Altogether, the freebies that are available right now add up to $174 value. But here's the thing you need to know. Keep in mind, frankincense, I just had one on my desk too, but I used it for a video. Frankincense, king of oils, right? My one friend always says to me, Carrie, if it was good enough for baby Jesus, it's good enough for me because it is that powerful of an oil. It is great for cell repair, cell rejuvenation. When I look in my book for recipes for things, very, very often frankincense is one of the oils there, and you can get it for free. Retail value of frankincense is $105. Okay. And you can get it for free. But the catch with the frankincense is it is only available until um, midnight on December 31st. So after that, it is not going to be available as a free product anymore. So hopefully you are watching this recording in an opportune time so that you can take advantage of that free frankincense before it's gone, okay? So it's a huge bonus to be able to get these freebies alongside of your detox. And stick around to the end. We're going to have a survey for you to fill out so that your advocate can help guide you with exactly what you need. Okay. Um So we do have some optional add-ons that you can use to support your body during the cleanse. Number one, fiber. If you are not great at consuming fiber regularly, this could be helpful. And I will also tell you, our fiber tastes really good. It tastes like apple cider. So some people love it hot, like in a hot, you know, with hot water. I love it cold. Like I even have mixed my collagen with it before. It tastes really good. Okay. Um, but anyway, why would this be beneficial during a liver detox? Fiber plays a crucial role in liver detox by assisting the body in eliminating toxins efficiently. The fiber binds to the toxins once they're ready to be removed and escorts them from the body, which prevents reabsorption. We don't want things getting re-released into our bodies, right? Additionally, fiber helps gut health. It promotes regular bowel movements and helps reduce the overall workload on the liver, allowing it to focus on detoxing. So, if you want to grab a bag of fiber, give it a try. You can absolutely do that. Maybe you even have some from when we had it as a free promo a couple months ago. Okay. Protein. Protein is essential during a liver detox because it helps to repair liver cells and provides the amino acids needed to support the liver's detox pathways. Um, it can also be used as a real meal replacement option mix. Oh my gosh, to mix with the green juice. I loved the protein powder when I was doing the liver detox. So week 2, you actually build in the green drink, the celery drink, right? And the thought of that to me, I'm like, "Ugh," right? It just didn't sound good. That's me. That's how I am. I told you I've not taken care of myself up until now. Um, so the thought of drinking a celery juice just did not sound appetizing. So I'm like, what can I do? So I ended up using protein powder. I used almond milk, some yogurt, I used, some healthy peanut butter, and then I did the celery stuff. So the celery, the cilantro, the green apple, the ginger, and I used my NutriBullet and I made it into like a shake. It was good. Yes, it still had like the pulpy feel from like the vegetables that were in there, but it tasted good and it kept me full. So I loved using the protein powder um during my detox. Not necessary, but it is an option, okay? Um one of my personal favorites too is the MetaPower Recharge. So it is a liquid electrolyte. If you've ever taken electrolytes before, I actually have one of my customers that she told me, she's like, Carrie, this MetaPower Recharge, she's like, I have never taken electrolytes so great. She's like, I'm finding myself peeing all the time. And that's a good thing, right? So she has since switched. She was taking a different electrolyte previously. She has switched to this regularly. Um, so it's an electrolyte. It comes in like a liquid pouch and it can be added to your water. And it can support you during this process by promoting cellular energy, balancing blood sugar, and helping to reduce more of the oxidative stress, which helps the liver function more efficiently. So if you think you're going to struggle with water intake, this might be one that you want to consider to stay hydrated. Because your liver needs that hydration to be able to do what it needs to do and eliminate those toxins. So MetaPower Recharge, it's available in wild strawberry or lemon lime. I've never tried the lemon lime. I have the wild strawberry and I drink it every single day. Um, lemon essential oil. It's not only great flavoring for water, but it also supports cleansing other organs like your kidneys and your digestive tract. And it's actually a really affordable oil. I think it's like 15.50. Um, when I was doing my liver detox, I would take the lemon oil and the MetaPower oil and I put them both in my water. And I'm telling you, I didn't crave sugar. Like it blew my mind, but it also tasted good too. Okay. Um, so it helps with the kidneys and digestive tract. Its natural compounds, such as limonene, help flush out waste, reduce oxidative stress, and support the body's overall elimination process. So, lemon oil, great addition. And lastly, if you already take the PB Restore, you know it's a powerhouse probiotic. Taking an additional PB Restore before bedtime actually helps to support your gut health overnight while you're in repair mode. This is why sleep is so important because your body is doing so much repair while you are sleeping. Okay. And this can actually help to maximize the benefits, improving your digestion, nutrient absorption, and cleansing while you sleep. And you heard on a previous slide that your liver does the most detoxing between 1 and 3 a.m. in the morning. Crazy, right? So that's another option. If you really want that additional gut benefit, adding an additional bottle of PB Restore so you can take one before bed, that is another option. Okay. Um, all right. So imagine this. You're a burned out mom. You're juggling endless demands. Kids are crying, dishes are piling up, and a million things are on your to-do list, right? This is my life. This is my life on the daily. So you're overstimulated, you're running on fumes, and you desperately need a break to decompress. But here's the catch. Unless you actually step away from the chaos and the things that are causing you to be overwhelmed, even if it's temporarily, you are never going to truly reset. Your body, your mind, your emotions, they're always going to stay in overdrive, which is going to make it impossible for you to function at your best. Your liver is that mom. It works tirelessly to clean up what you throw its way. But if you keep piling in caffeine and sugar and stress, it's not going to get the rest that it needs. To be able to restore and balance and perform like it's supposed to. So you are going to get out of this detox what you put into it. And we're going to talk on the next slide about some lifestyle changes that you're going to want to take on so that you're not keeping your liver in that overstimulated mom mode during the process. Okay. All right. So, to get the most out of the detox process, we highly recommend making a few simple lifestyle changes this month or longer if you choose to help support your liver's ability to function at its best. Number one, hydration. Okay. If you are not a water drinker, that was me. This might be the most difficult change for you. And I've talked to Jess before, and she's like, I just don't understand. Like, how do people not drink water? And I'm like, that's me. I'm those people, right? I was not drinking any water previously. So it was like a job for me to have to try to remember to drink water. But it is also the most beneficial lifestyle change that you can make here. Staying well hydrated is going to be key to helping flush the toxins out. You can even consider adding some lemon to your water. In the morning as a flavoring. So it could be fresh lemon. It could be the lemon essential oil, which is what I love. Lemon stimulates bile production, which aids in digestion and detoxification. So the lemon essential oil has been my go to for that. Another recommendation is adding liver supportive foods because this helps boost the liver function by enhancing toxin breakdown, bile production, and cell repair. So, for example, try to include more cruciferous veggies like broccoli, cabbage, kale, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Incorporating fiber in fermented foods helps to remove toxins from the body, prevents reabsorption, and supports gut health. So, if possible, also try to eat as organic as you can and limit exposure to chemicals and pesticides. If you're not eating organic, try to make sure that you are at least using a good um, cleaner to clean your veggies prior to eating them. And again, we don't have to aim for perfection. Perfection is very hard to maintain, but we do recommend aiming for 85% effort in order to see maximum results. All right. Next, we want to avoid certain stressors. We want to limit or completely avoid liver stressors like alcohol. It's 30 days. Okay. Um, sugar is huge. Try to limit the sugar. Red meat and processed foods during this detox because, again, think back to that overstimulated mom. They are overworking the liver. So when you're trying to do all these things and you're taking your supplements and you're using your oils, but then you're adding these things in, these stressors in, it's like trying to give that mom the break, but not really giving her the break. Okay. We need to give your liver a break during this time. So limit these items, and that's going to really help you out. Um, and then as far as red meat is concerned, although red meat is packed with protein and essential nutrients, it is harder on the liver to process due to its fat content, protein breakdown demands, and the byproducts that it generates. So, yes, we understand that red meat is a good thing for certain reasons, but during the detox process, just try to limit that because it does take the liver longer to break it down. Sugar is hard on your liver because when you consume too much, especially in the form of fructose, the liver processes it and converts it to excess fat. Okay. Over time, this can lead to fat buildup in your liver, contributing to conditions like fatty liver disease and inflammation. By avoiding these, we give the liver a chance to rest and focus on cleansing and repairing itself effectively. Remember, the liver that is the overstimulated mom trying to decompress. But unless we remove all or some of the stressors, mom can't effectively rebalance. Okay, it's like going on a going on a spa weekend but having your phone go off 500 times because of your family needing you at home. Not productive, right? So lastly, moderate exercise will help by increasing circulation and promoting sweating, which again, remember, we detox through our skin, so this helps to eliminate some toxins. If you have access to a sauna, Give it a go. The point is, sweating is good. We all know that trying to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep is ideal. The reason it's so beneficial to the liver is because the liver's detox process peaks during, like I said, particularly between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m. So, by following these lifestyle strategies, you can effectively support your liver detox, ensuring that it's functioning optimally to cleanse your body and restore. Again, perfection is tough, but give it your best go.
Now, I know most of us probably enjoy a glass of wine every now and then, whether it's with a certain meal or to decompress at the end of the day. But did you know that when you drink alcohol, the liver actually prioritizes breaking that down because it sees alcohol as a toxin? So, this means that your liver temporarily stops processing food, causing extra calories from the food to be stored as fat, which is not ideal because alcohol also triggers the body to want to eat more because it affects the hormones and brain signals that control hunger. So, basically, it's a double edged sword for the liver. So, if possible, I would recommend really trying to avoid it altogether during the detox process if possible. One thing that you can do to boost your benefits is to include this green juice. Feel free to screenshot this. Starting on week 2, you would do this. So, believe it or not, it's really not that bad. I used to drink this every morning. The fresher you can make it, the better. Trying to do it the day of. You can even mix it with, your favorite flavored protein powder to keep you feeling fuller longer. You can blend it up. You can strain it with a cheesecloth or a fine strainer if you don't like any kind of texture and you don't have a juicer. But the recipe makes about 4 ounces, so it's really easy to toss it back, including that morning routine. But including the green juice during the liver detox, it provides your body with a really concentrated dose of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that support that liver function and overall detox. It's hydrating, it's easy to digest, and because of the ingredients, it really helps to flush out toxins, to boost bile production, and reduces inflammation, giving your liver the nutrients it needs to work efficiently. So let's talk about how we're going to support you during the detox. Okay, so here's the plan to make sure you're supported every step of the way. First, we'll open the box together. We'll go through everything so that you know exactly what to take, how to take it, and when. There's no guessing. We've got you covered from day one, I promise. Then we'll have weekly live check ins every week in the Facebook group. We're not sure on the time yet, but we will get that to you. They're going to be quick, but they're going to be packed with tips, what to expect, and a chance to ask questions if you have any. So it's just a great way to stay connected and keep on track. Every day, you'll see journal prompts in the group. These are so helpful for accountability and working through any struggles that you're dealing with. Hey, it can be, it can just be helpful to know that others are experiencing cramping too, or talk about poop a little. None of us are doing this perfectly. Seriously, life happens, but sharing and seeing others' comments reminds you that you're not alone. It's also just a great way to stay motivated. At the end of the detox, we'll wrap things up with next steps. So, this is where we'll dive into what's next for you, whether that's continuing for another month, transitioning into maintenance mode, or just setting new health goals. So, plus, we'll be hosting a fun refer a friend class. And let's be real, when you start feeling this good, people around you are like, hey, what are you doing? The class will help them jump in and give it a try alongside of you, which can even help you earn some extra money for shopping with doTERRA. So the group is here for you. So lean in, engage, share your journey. It really makes all the difference when we're doing this together. So we are going to open this if you were watching on the live for questions after this. There will be a survey link that we will get to if you're watching the replay. This is going to help us to know, how to serve you best during the detox and then what you're going to need from us to get you going. So you'll see on the screen, these are some of the most common asked questions that people are curious about. I'll run through these. And then obviously, if you have any additional questions after the fact, reach out to your wellness consultant and they will, get those answers for you. So biggest question, can I take my regular supplements while on the detox? So if you're already with us, just know it is a personal preference. You absolutely can, but sometimes people who have a heavy toxic load will cut back on the regular supplements for the first week of the detox and then they just add them back in. Carrie and I both preferred to continue with most of our foundational wellness items as we went through this process though. Is it safe for kids? Yes. This can be used for kids 5 and up, but the supplement dosing instructions does vary by age. So you would just reach out to your wellness advocate for those specific details. Will I experience side effects? We talked about this. It's a gentle detox, but as the body adjusts, some people, especially with a heavier toxic load, may notice, mild fatigue, digestive changes, headaches, skin fluctuations, mood swings, or irritability. Side effects are usually mild and short lived, often resolving as the body adapts to it. So remember, this is a sign that it is working. It's a good thing, I promise. Can this affect my medication? It's not typical. Always pay attention to your body, though. If you are experiencing anything outside of the normal detox symptoms, reach out to your wellness advocate. Definitely let them know. If you have personal questions in regard to your specific medications or your health, that's definitely something to talk to your advocate about on your one on one wellness consult as you're building your card. So, what should I focus on avoiding the most? Really trying to completely avoid alcohol, sugar, and even gluten, believe it or not, will allow you to see the most benefits from and feel the biggest differences. So I can say from my personal experience so far that, I really did notice a difference in the days where I was diligent about what I was consuming compared to like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day when I gave myself a little more leeway to indulge and have a drink or two and eat sugar. So, now that we have gone through that, again, reach out with any additional questions that you may have that we did not cover.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I told you this piece, we were going to include this at the end. Okay, I'm going to be sharing just an extra 15 minutes about the business side of doTERRA. And I truly see this as a gift. And if someone hadn't taken the time to explain it to me, my family would have missed out on life changing health benefits and financial freedom. So since starting on this journey, both my husband and I feel better day after day. We've made lifestyle changes for our kids thanks to being immersed in nutrition and wellness through the doTERRA family. And as a mom, having natural solutions right at my fingertips, I've used it already for things like pink eye, ear infections, common ailments. And what it's done for my family has been priceless. I've not had to pull them out of school for doctor's visits or antibiotics. And I just feel so empowered knowing are growing up with the same tools that are going to set them up for generational health that can be passed on. It's so funny. My 2-year-old daughter, anytime she hurts herself or she's upset or whatever, she's, through tears, she's like, I need oils, right? So they are learning at such a young age that plant medicine can be beneficial. And I cannot thank the doTERRA community enough for that. All right. So if you can stick around, I would love for you to hear the rest of this. But if you need to jump off or come back to this at a different time, or if it doesn't interest you, I do completely understand. But just know that this could be an opportunity that changes and blesses your life just as it has mine. Okay. So, in doTERRA, you will often hear people talk about building a pipeline. So, let me tell you where this idea comes from. So, there was a woman who earned her living by carrying heavy buckets of water from a river back to her village every day. It was hard work, but it paid her a little each time. Whenever she needed extra money, she'd simply work longer hours, hauling even more buckets back and forth, back and forth. But as the years went by, hauling these buckets began to take more of a toll on her. She was exhausted and wanted something better, a way to support herself without the constant strain and endless work hours. So she had a light bulb moment and she thought, what if I build a pipeline from the river to my village? She knew it would take extra effort on top of her regular work, but she began to dig and lay a foundation. And after a few years, her hard work paid off. With the pipeline complete, she could now turn on the water whenever she needed it. No more hauling buckets. Her village had a steady supply of water, and she had security and freedom. So, in many jobs, we are often hauling buckets. We're getting paid only when we're actively working. But with doTERRA, you are building that pipeline. It's a business that, with time and dedication, can continue to provide income even when you take time for yourself. So, it's all about creating a future where your time is spent living, not just working. And that is what we all desire, right? Okay. So, I'm going to be real with you. I was a skeptic at first, and I was extremely hesitant to make the leap to doTERRA because I didn't know if people would even care about improving their health. I told you a couple times, I have not taken care of myself up until this point. So before I joined doTERRA, I didn't worry about my health. I was so focused on just taking care of everyone else and getting through the days with blinders on that I honestly, I was like, do people even care about that? Right? I was living my life with blinders on. But I realize it is very different. And almost everyone I talk to is dealing with some kind of health struggle. People are in pain, they're exhausted, they're struggling with digestion, and they want real solutions. They need answers. And here are just a few stats that tell this story, okay? 70% of Americans have a metabolic disorder. Half of the kids, this is really sad to me, half of the kids in the US are overweight. And 70% of young people can't qualify for the military because of health concerns. So, this is where doTERRA steps in. They have created products specifically designed to address these challenges, and they actually work. You heard some testimonials tonight about the liver detox in particular, but people don't just try doTERRA, they stick with it. Our customer retention rate is 75%, which is a number that is unheard of in the industry, where the average is only 12 to 18%. So this shows just how much people value and rely on doTERRA. So, with prices rising, the cost of living going up, many families are looking for ways to earn a little extra. doTERRA offers you a way to do that while staying healthy and being a part of a team that is with you every step of the way. So, if you're wondering how the pay works, doTERRA stands out there too. Their payout is the highest in the direct sales world, 48% compared to an average of 40% or less. This company is transparent about their earning potential, which is something that I really respect. So if you've been curious about how to earn, live better, and work with purpose, I want to chat with you, okay? Because this might just be the thing that you are looking for. All right. So take a look at this chart. You're going to see how doTERRA compares to other companies. It is clear that the income potential here really stands out. So I know money isn't everything, but let's be honest, financial stress also takes a toll on families. We see it every day, especially in today's economy, where the cost of living keeps rising and the strain that it can place on marriages, on our ability to be fully present with our kids, on our peace of mind. It's huge. For a lot of us, reducing that stress would mean more stability, less worry, and the freedom to focus on what really matters. So that is why so many people join doTERRA, not only to improve their health, but to create a more secure future. So if you're wondering, could this actually work for me? You're not alone. Let's hear from a few people who have seen real transformations in their lives, financially and beyond, thanks to doTERRA. So we're going to start with Susanna's story, a legacy pipeline that keeps giving. Susanna has been building her doTERRA business for over 10 years, and her journey has created a true pipeline of support for her family, even across generations. Years ago, Susanna's mom also started her own doTERRA business, and she was working on it for about 4.5 years before she passed away. Because doTERRA is a legacy company, her mom's business didn't stop when she did. Susanna's dad was able to inherit her mom's business, his wife's business, and he's been receiving $7,000 to $9,000 every month, totaling around $100,000 a year. So Susanna's family has a steady pipeline flowing from her mom's work, and that's one thing that brings security even in her mom's absence. Okay. Megan, when Megan's husband was diagnosed with leukemia, she was actually able to stay by his side thanks to the strong foundation she had built in her doTERRA business. Her team kept growing, and she now earns about 500 or $5,500 a month. After her husband completed his treatments, she returned to a business that stayed strong even in her absence, supported by her team and reliable systems. Okay, then we get to my story. I came to doTERRA after years in a business that left me feeling like every month I was starting from scratch. I felt like I was constantly carrying buckets, pouring in the hours, but never seeing lasting progress. It's like, okay, new month, start over, right? So much so that my family went on a trip to Florida this past May. I took my work with me so that I could run an event while I was in Florida with my family. And like I shouldn't have to do that, but knowing what I wanted my paycheck to be, that's what I felt like I had to do, okay? Um so the grind left me feeling burnout and ready for something different. With doTERRA, I have finally found a true pipeline business. I joined a team with proven systems that allow me to work smarter and build something sustainable. Plus, a great thing for me, I didn't need a health background. Okay. I learned and grew from the support of my leader, other health coaches, and trainings that I was able to immerse myself in. And now I'm not just chasing short term results, I am building a future that feels steady, meaningful, and exciting. And then we have Rhonda. Rhonda in the bottom right corner here. She started her doTERRA business 18 months ago, which allowed her to give her college age son Isaac the gift of tuition assistance without any loans or out of pocket expenses for her. Um, every parent's dream, right? So, like many students, Isaac's busy schedule doesn't leave much room for balanced meals, so he relies on doTERRA supplements to stay energized. Since he's a regular customer, Rhonda was able to add him to her team and he now earns over $500 a month. Right? So, this income comes from the pipeline that she has built and provides him with support while he focuses on his college career. So, each of these stories shows how doTERRA can create lasting change for families, providing income that goes beyond just making money. This is about real freedom and security, something that anyone can work toward with the right support. So, think about, would this be beneficial for your family? And last, I absolutely love this quote by Stephen Covey. If the ladder is not leaning against the right wall, every step we take just gets us to the wrong place faster. That hits home, doesn't it? So it's not just about working hard, it's about making sure that the hard work that we're doing is aligned with the right company and the right vision. Like, where are you going, right? So I'm going to ask you this. If you don't make a change, where will you be in 1 year? Where will you be in 5 years? Maybe it's time to consider leaning your ladder against a different wall. So, as we wrap up, I want to emphasize that what I've shared today is just a quick glimpse into this incredible opportunity. If you're curious, if you want to know more, talk to your advocate. We do a learn more call every single month where we dive deeper into the business side of doTERRA. So, talk to your advocate. They can tell you the date and the time of the next learn more. Or if you're like, I want to know this information now, we also have the recording of the previous learn more that we did that your advocate can get to you. Okay. Um, so thank you for being here with us today for the liver detox. If you made it this far for the business side, and keep an eye out on a message from your advocate. And we can't wait to continue with you. And hopefully you will join us in this liver detox coming up next month.